corrosion.
Yeah, it's a bit nasty. Oh, that's easy.
You know, it's just when you crack them, you got to be forceful but smooth.
I'm smooth with my cracking the bolts, but sometimes you just feel the head twist off, and that's when your heart just sinks to the bottom. It's
Right.
like, oh no.
You still can save it then. This one's binded at the top.
Yeah, Loch side and rust.
Alright, put the other one back in. Just sort of real firm, sort of shaky, like you got like fucking something wrong with you. And that's what gets the old ones without really snapping it. If you just go, that's where you break something.
That's it.
There we go.
Save tons of bolts and tons of castings and things just by doing that.
Yeah.
Just lean on it.
Well, loosen.
Like don't jerk it and rip the head off. Just lean on it and let it loosen itself off.
You got a little bit of vibration just to break it. Well, sometimes.
Well, the thermostat looks pretty good. At least it's not black or rusty.
Pull it. Rubber seal. You might need a pair of pliers.
Yeah, she's well and truly stuck in there. Oh, there we go.
But yeah,
well, that's fairly clean, but I bet you the springs. Yeah, springs very soft.
Yeah, that's what
shouldn't be able to do that very easily.
Yeah, that's as bad as the XP.
My left hand thumb is not that strong.
Yeah. So it's opening at about 70. What reading does it have on it?
Reading?
Should have a little stamp of it.
Can't see any.
Well, first, let's steal this. So that's broken.
It's gone.
That's how long it's been in there. It's normally you can reuse those. Yeah, there's usually a stamp on them. It says,
I couldn't see one. Oh, on the side.
yeah, Motorrad, but where's the...
Motorrad.
Yeah.
Isn't that a cheap shit brand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't have a temperature reading on it. Should say 87, 80 something.
That's alright. Go on the wall of fame.
Yeah, the wall.
There's plenty of thermostats and things.
I forget a box.
I think at least it doesn't look like that.
Yeah, that one was bad.
That's pretty bad. Well, that one's had a little bit of steaming and cooking. Was that a blown head gasket? It's just got that
that nice
corrosive
that one was running low and very hot.
acidic damage. That one's not bad, just a bit of dried coolant residue. That one hasn't been changed in a while.
That one got murdered.
Oh,
She got hot.
it's burnt pretty much.
Yeah. I think there was a fire inside the engine.
Yeah, that hasn't been changed in a long time.
Camry.
Oh, was that the SB21?
Must be. Yeah, the original engine.
Oh, yeah, the one. No, we did an autopsy. We sent it back for core charge replacement.
That one been in there way too long.
That's like something from the 1940s.
Those are the weird old things.
I think I got a thermostat at home somewhere. It's got an old concertina type thing which is full of mercury.
Yeah, same name. Those from the old Holdens.
Yeah, I got one of them somewhere on the shelf.
Type.
Yep.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to rip one of them open because there's like 2 or 3 grams of mercury inside it.
Should put these thermostats in a box one day. It's becoming.
We'll put them in a box and microwave them.
Yeah, it could be interesting. We'll melt them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, belt died off.
Chewed out timing belts.
Yeah, tuned out timing cover's the best. And I managed to save that engine and get it going again. And it was a
Yeah, it's
diesel.
pretty good. That was a Toyota 2L diesel, and the timing belt made its way out through the front cover. It actually sawed through it. I think isn't that the timing belt that did it?
That's the belt that did it.
Yeah, that sawed through the front cover.
No, hang on, no, it's not the belt. That's the original belt.
Oh, okay. Where's the one that sawed through it?
Oh, it's on the fence here somewhere. You'll know,
Those ones are all right.
you'll know when you see it.
That one's really chewed up. You sure it's not that one?
No, that's the original one. That was wearing on the edge, and that's what was wearing.
Oh, on the edge of the pulley down here.
Yeah, and what happened? The retainer plate exploded on the freeway, and let go, and then let the whole belt go. So there's nothing.
Oh, there it is.
Crank.
Yeah.
Like the little plate exploded, loosened the nut fell out, the whole crank pulley fell forwards, and this just chewed it. It was part of the cover.
Yeah, it's sawed its way through the plastic cover.
And wedged itself there. I opened the seat.
Like that.
And yeah, I was like, oh, that's not good.
That's what it's done. It's just sawed through the whole front of that plastic cover.
But it was salvageable.
I'm dropping thermostats.
Oh, well, that's what the box is for. But it managed, yeah, it didn't do any valves.
Amazing. Yeah, need a paint scraper. Yeah. If I can get most of it off, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Get another shot of degreaser.
Yeah, get all the shit off.
It'll be two or three shots. Okay, well, we went diving out in the bay and found this on some sunken Japanese submarine. This is its alternator. Well, actually no, this is the alternator off the Ford. It's pretty bad. Connector on the plug was sealed pretty well. It took a pair of multi-grips to get it out. But I'm going to give it a clean up and see if I can salvage it, because it's been working perfectly fine up until now. Otherwise probably end up replacing it. The water pump, well, that's out and getting replaced. No serious corrosion on it, although I'm curious about that tide mark.
I think it happened just while it was here.
This tide mark.
Possibly. It's the same oil line is empty, I think, to it. You take the bottom hose off, turn it around, and then it lines up with the bottom of the port.
Yeah.
So, and
just sitting.
Just this time, that's enough time to get a tide mark.
Well, it's dry on the inlet because of the residual engine heat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a bad tide mark, but yeah. The resistance is very minimal in the bearings. The seals aren't doing much, although they haven't failed yet. But yeah, this alternator is like something I've never seen before, nor has Brad ever seen before. I'm gonna have to do a bit of a job on that one, see if it's worth salvaging. If not, find another one. It's pretty bad. After making a mess that rivaled the Exxon Valdez, just cleaning it. There's still more oil in there, and everything's trashed. Like the brushes are pretty much gone. It was still working fine, but the brushes only have a few months left in them. And by the time I strip it all down, clean it all up, try and replace those noisy now waterlogged bearings and everything, it's not worth it. So, new alternator. Oh well. New alternator and new harmonic balancer by the looks of it. And old cars are sort of fun until you got to do stuff like this. That or I just part out some scrap heap and try and bodge it up, but I sort of want this car to last a few years, so it'd be best just to do it now, do it new, do it properly, rather than bodge it up and have it screw up 6 months down the track or something. That's the thing, you got to do this sort of stuff right to start with. And a water pump sealant. Nice clean, pretty much rust-free block. Very tiny bit of surface rust though. Might be a bit of a worry.
You'll be fine.
Considering some blocks I've seen in the past.
Oh yeah, look at
this one's pretty damn good. And even the head, past the thermostat housing, the head looks perfect. The thermostat housing has a little bit of white oxide on it, and it's only where the hose was fitted to it that it was bad.
Yeah, that's
the oxygen and moisture's gotten to it.
It's because of those damn cunt clips, they swell up a bit and then they water in there.
Yeah, you get oxidation between the two, but everything else looks really good. But still got to do the front seal, harmonic balancer and alternator. Not that it's that expensive, I mean these cars are really cheap to work on. And the good thing is it'll last a few years rather than a few months. You're gonna
do it once, do it right.
Yep. Rather than bodge it, do it properly and it'll last quite a while.
In theory.
Well, yeah.
Cars are always a gamble. Could do this, drive out the road, get hit by a truck. So.
Well, that's a little bit different if you get hit by a truck.
Like
that's not a failed water pump.
It's like that fucking Crusader. You have to put 2 bolts in this.
Yeah. Well, the Crusader got hit by a truck. It wasn't your workmanship that caused it. It was a stupid driver that caused that.
It's still drivable afterwards. Yeah. I did such a good job to it. It's still sellable afterwards.
Exactly.
Oh, there's some light down here. I got a line up shaft to slide into the hole first. It's all pre-lubricated. Prick it up thing, I hate these things.
I think we've got pizza arriving.
Oh, hey. Right, which bloody bolt was it that...
There we go, we've got food.
Better remember which bolt it was that... nah, the bracket for the aircon.
It goes through, doesn't it?
Yeah, the long one goes at the bottom. I'll put it in, doesn't matter. So we can take it out again once it all sets.
Well, that'll be tomorrow once we do the alternator.
Yeah, I'll give it an hour, it'll be fine. It's just it goes in, square it all up, tighten it up properly. Now, these fucking things, people. Good thing every bolt that you start tightening, just make sure the fucking water pump turns, eh?
Make sure you haven't crushed it against something.
Or just in case it's the wrong pump, or it's faulty back plate, especially the ones with the back plate. You just do it a little bit, just a little turn, you know. If you do that much of a turn, you'll know if it's going to hit. So,
yeah, not trying to crush it against itself.
Yeah. Or if the back plate's cocked a bit. The other thing is, don't really spin them much until you've got coolant in there. It's coolant's the lubricant. You don't want to run them. You don't want to spin this now until we'll run the engine with no coolant. Even if you're going to run light coolant for flushing purposes, you just run like a tiny bit of coolant, just for a bit of lubricant, just so the water's a tinge green. It looks like I'm really tightening these, but just fine. Go like a wheel, you know. Round and round. You get a square tightening. There we go.
Like doing up wheel studs.
Nice
even.
Good circular thing. Might as well put the last one in. It's one of these two that the fucking bracket goes to. I'm pretty sure it's that one.
Yeah. We'll find out when you get the alternator and everything back together again.
This was the stiff one that came out. Some prick had Loctited them all in.
Loctite?
Yep.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, there's a
You
picture.
don't exactly need it for there.
Nah. Yeah, well, that's a bit of a worry about it.
That didn't, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's nothing in there. There's a big gap. If I was you, would
They've
pick
done
all that
the-
out and fucking squeeze it full of shit. It'll probably be
Yeah.
better than what it is now.
They've done the front cover, but they haven't. Yeah, they've got to put the front cover on first and then do the head.
Yeah.
But the head's never been off. No one's ever said anything about doing the head on this engine.
So the best you can do is clean that brake cleaner,
Yeah,
and we'll squeeze some of that
just
other
pump.
shit
Yeah,
off
pump it
there.
full of shit.
Yeah, the gasket maker. Like not what we just used, but I've got some nasty stuff.
Even then,
Stinky,
the
right?
underside of the gasket's probably just as bad.
No,
Yeah.
the whole thing will probably just slide out.
Yeah, the whole thing moves.
Yeah, so slide it out, go it, slide it back in again. Go, That's the one downfall about these engines. That is a big problem. This gasket's always an issue on these.